Hey, I'm Richard Blake, and if you don't understand what the Genius Act, stablecoin legislation, and new crypto regulation really mean, you could lose more than just purchasing power. You could lose your financial freedom. While most people are still focused on cash and credit cards, a quiet revolution is happening inside your banking app. And if you're not paying attention, this shift could catch you off guard. But for those who get ahead now, there's a rare window to profit from the biggest transformation in the financial system since the 1970s. I'll show you exactly how to position yourself with real-world steps, while banks, Congress, and the Fed reshape the entire game. Stay close, because what's coming next is going to hit faster than anyone expects. Stablecoins are no longer a futuristic idea. They've officially entered the banking mainstream. Imagine checking your app and seeing a digital dollar tab right beside your checking account. That shift alone could unlock a $2 trillion stablecoin market, according to early projections tied to the Genius Act. Behind the scenes, US banks are racing to integrate stablecoins under new crypto regulation frameworks. These aren't shady platforms anymore. We're talking about JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, even regional banks prepping for crypto custody. The system is being rewired right under our noses, and fast. Visa, for example, isn't playing small. They're now scaling blockchain-based payments across continents, using stablecoins for real-time settlements. This isn't about crypto hype anymore. It's about reshaping the future of finance. And it's just the beginning. There's not just one, but four massive catalysts flipping the US financial system on its head. The Genius Act, Clarity Act, Bitcoin Act, and the Federal Reserve's pivot are the cornerstones of this new digital chapter. Think of them as the legal backbone behind this $200 billion stablecoin market. Each move connects the dots between traditional banking and blockchain, two worlds that were once polar opposites. We're talking about bank-issued stablecoins, real-time blockchain settlements, and crypto investment strategies approved by regulators. This is no longer a fringe experiment. Now add JP Morgan, Walmart, and even Amazon to the mix. Companies testing or implementing blockchain payments. That's not just validation, that's a message. Adapt or be left behind. And what comes next might change everything. Stablecoins are digital currencies pegged to real-world assets, like the US dollar, but with a twist. Unlike Bitcoin, they're not volatile, which makes them ideal for transactions, savings, and even payroll. Think PayPal with turbocharged speed and no middlemen. The appeal? Instant money transfers, minimal fees, and 24/7 access. No banking hours, no hidden costs. For people sending remittances overseas or running global businesses, stablecoin legislation is a game changer. In the DeFi space, stablecoins power lending, borrowing, and yield farming. But their reach goes way beyond crypto bros. Imagine using them at Walmart or for your next Uber ride, and that possibility just got real. On May 7th, 2025, something major happened. Interpretive Letter 1184. Issued by the OCC, it gave the green light for banks to fully engage in crypto custody. Translation? Banks can now hold, transact, and settle crypto like never before. This ruling wasn't just technical. It shattered the wall between regulated finance and blockchain innovation. Suddenly, your local bank could handle your digital dollar, just like your checking account. And that has implications for every saver and investor. It's the moment the government stopped watching from the sidelines and joined the game, and now every major bank is drafting their crypto playbook. But what laws will they have to follow? The Genius Act lays down the law for stablecoin regulation, and it's not messing around. Issuers must hold 100% reserves, submit to monthly audits, and comply with the Bank Secrecy Act. No shortcuts, no shadow banking. Only federally insured institutions or OCC-approved firms can issue stablecoins. That means stablecoins can now circulate with the same confidence as FDIC-backed dollars. It's like getting the safety of a bank with the speed of crypto. This regulation could finally fix the wild west of stablecoins, making them safe for mom-and-pop investors and massive institutions alike. But there's still one big question. Who gets to control what counts as a crypto asset? For the first time, the Clarity Act puts crypto into clean legal categories: stablecoins, commodities, or securities. No more gray areas. The SEC, CFTC, and OCC now have clearly defined roles. That's regulatory clarity, not chaos. This eliminates loopholes that let shady companies dodge US laws by hopping overseas. It's a direct strike against regulatory arbitrage and a win for investor protection. Think of it like putting traffic lights on a previously lawless highway. For legit builders and long-term investors, this is the moment they've been waiting for. But not everyone's ready to play by the rules. And that's where the next bill flips the script. Yes, you read that right. The Bitcoin Act proposes adding up to 1 million BTC to the US Treasury's reserve, next to gold. No new taxes, just reallocating existing assets. It's bold, and it's turning heads globally. This move would make Bitcoin part of America's national defense strategy, a hedge against inflation, currency wars, and even cyber attacks. Plus, it guarantees citizen rights to self-custody and decentralized storage solutions. No government overreach. If passed, this could send a message to the world. The US is betting big on Bitcoin. But while Washington debates, the Federal Reserve has already made its quiet move. In April 2025, the Fed did something few expected. It silently reversed its 2022 stance that required approval for any bank crypto activity. Now, banks are free to explore crypto investment strategy, custody, and stablecoin services, no permission slip needed. Jerome Powell didn't make a grand announcement, just a few lines in a policy statement. But the implications are massive. The Federal Reserve went from cautious opposition to quiet support in just 3 years. Now that the Fed has stepped back, the private sector is stepping forward. Banks are building infrastructure at record speed. But with speed comes risk, especially for traditional institutions entering unfamiliar waters. Traditional banks stepping into blockchain payments must walk a tightrope. Innovation brings opportunity, but also reputation risk. Nobody wants their brand tied to a pump and dump or a crypto rug pull. They'll need airtight risk management, ironclad consumer protection, and smart partnerships. Some are already hiring crypto compliance officers and deploying AI fraud detection tools to stay ahead. Others are still unsure. But one thing's certain: the public is watching, and banks that get it right could redefine trust in the digital age. The question is, how will this reshape your personal freedom with money? The window for early adoption is closing. Regulations are rising, and institutions are moving in. But individuals still have a unique advantage: self-custody. That's the key to long-term financial system reform and personal sovereignty. When banks and governments hold crypto, prices may rise, but control could shrink. Now's the time to learn how to secure your assets, use cold wallets, and explore decentralized options. It's not about rebellion, it's about responsibility. This new system will reward those who prepare early, because when the dust settles, the future of finance won't belong to the fastest, but to the most informed. And speaking of informed, so now that you know what's unfolding with the Genius Act, stablecoin legislation, and this silent wave of crypto regulation, let me ask you, are you going to stay passive while the rules of money are rewritten? Or are you going to take control before the system decides for you? What would your life look like if you had early access to the next financial boom? Would you finally build that safety net, invest with confidence, or ditch the 9-to-5 grind? These shifts aren't theories anymore. They're already impacting banks, wallets, and global markets. If this video opened your eyes, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss the next strategic move. Because in this new economy, information isn't just power, it's profit, and we're just getting started.